Hi guys, welcome to Gunmark TV. Today we're looking at the UX BlaMer CO2 powered air pistol. Right, so the model we have here is one of UX's own. They obviously do a lot of replicas of well-known brands which are licensed products, but this is one of their own models that they've based on the legendary Colt 1911, or a modernised version of it. It's sort of a mid-priced, sort of semi-automatic CO2 powered air pistol, and represents a good choice for someone who's looking to have a bit of fun. So let's take a look at the features. So starting at the muzzle end of the BlaMer, you'll notice immediately this fibre optic front sight blade. Now these are hugely popular because basically they light up like a Christmas tree when you're looking down the sights, making it really easy to find the front sight blade, which is obviously very important for pistol shooting. And these work in conjunction with this sort of ramped U-notch at the rear here. No fibre optic elements in that, but you do get two white dots at the rear that obviously work either side of the fibre optic element. So real sort of plus point for this pistol is the sights. They're very easy to use, make a good pistol for you to learn how to properly align sights. These are of course mounted on the top slide, which on this model is made of polymer, which probably helps to keep the price down a bit. Advantage of the polymer is the overall weight of the pistol comes down, which helps with fatigue if you're doing a lot of shooting, but obviously you do lose a bit of that sort of robustness that you get in the feeling of the pistol when you first hold it, and also you get slightly less mass moving back because this is of course a blowback pistol. Underneath here you get a Picatinny accessory rail, which you can obviously use for a light or laser, and that sort of represents one of the sort of modernisation sort of features that UX have added to it. Moving back, you get a squared off trigger guard, which is quite small but perfectly accessible, and a sort of squared off trigger as well, which is nice. I mean, it's a bit different from the curved ones. It just goes straight back rather than back and sort of upwards. And you get sort of serrations on the front there, and it's really pleasant to use actually. As you can see, there's no controls on this side other than you do have access to the ambidextrous safety catch here, sort of thumb safety. If we go around to the other side, you'll see that the slide release is on this side, which does get used because this pistol locks back when the magazine's empty. So when you fired the last shot, that will lock back, indicating that your magazine's empty, you need to reload. With the action cocked, you can then apply the safety. The safety can't be used until you have cocked it. So you lift that up there and that's now on safe. So swinging back round to the other side, this safety catch also, or other safety mechanism you get, works in conjunction with this grip safety at the rear here. So the pistol can't fire until you've got a proper grip of the pistol, which is common on 1911 designs and has been around for a long time now. You'll also see on the grip they've got these nice sort of grooves, horizontal grooves along both panels, and that's really quite aggressive and gives a nice hold, whereas the stippling on the rear and front is pretty minor. It's not too light, but it's not aggressive. I prefer really aggressive stippling, but it's perfectly pleasant in the hold. It's not like you're getting lots of recoil or anything like that. It's an air pistol at the end of the day. The majority of the weight of the pistol lies in the pistol grip, because the magazine that you get is made of metal. And this metal magazine, obviously, as you can see, a big 12-gram CO2 capsule-sized hole inside of it. That's where the capsule goes. And then in the base of the magazine, you'll find the Allen bolt that is used to tension and pierce that CO2 capsule. The magazine itself takes 16 metal BBs in 177 caliber, and they're great because they really help keep ammo consumption costs, ammo costs down to a minimum, because they're dirt cheap for like, 1,500 of those will cost you probably less than a fiver. So very, very affordable when it comes to the ammunition side of things. So those are the features of the UX BlaMer. So given the fact that this pistol fires the 177 metal BBs, I sort of stuck with tin cans with this model because, like all other air pistols that fire the metal BBs, they're not precision tools by any stretch of the imagination. And so I set up cans at 5 and 10 yards, and this pistol at 10 yards, I knocked all of them over, one after the other. So performance-wise and fun value, you're getting exactly what you need to go and have fun. Loading the CO2 capsule was pretty easy. You get quite a large Allen key with it, almost too large. Like, you can add too much torque if you're not careful. So when you do load a CO2 capsule, just make sure that you don't wind it in the tensioning bolt too tightly with that. Just when it pierces, and that's enough. The magazine loads pretty easily. It's a little bit fiddly to get. I found that I poured the BBs out onto a bit of bubble wrap, and that meant I could pick them up and easily place them into magazines. So it's actually harder picking up the BBs than actually loading the magazine, but that's the method that I found worked very well. During use, you get a decent amount of blowback on there, certainly enough to make it very entertaining. And I actually got around I think it was 4 magazines worth of shots out of it. And that's when I decided to change over the capsule. And that's one thing I can recommend with this model. As soon as you start getting a slowdown in performance, so the slide not reciprocating properly due to the CO2 running out, I highly recommend swapping out that capsule. Otherwise you'll start getting malfunctions. But that's plenty of shots to have a lot of fun with, and I really did enjoy myself, and I was pleasantly surprised actually, and it just makes you realise how nice the 1911 platform is. So that is a good choice for the design of this pistol, because it just, you get the narrower grip as well, so it's really pleasant to hold, lovely sights, really easy to use, and I had great fun using it. So, definitely have a go if you get the chance. Well, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments, just place them below, and like, subscribe and click the notification bell, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.